I got both my girls head to toe designer.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dwayne Haskins and the Detroit Lions.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really...
Jake Elliott to kick.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken in the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They are led out by the 15th overall selection in 2019, former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. With the last run good for 2, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Haskins. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete right around the 8.
Complete.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. And I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, they'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by Montgomery. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, they yield just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year and used to a controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in, so they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all the way when you get the game day in a foreign place.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. Now it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. That he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Darius Leonard gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Van Der Esch on the tackle.
Here's Wilson to throw on third down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Elliott. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
47-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Lions first down.
Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
39.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. This is Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10.
Ties the game at 10.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Haskins going to throw again. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Charles. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
31-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Charles. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
4-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Eagles 13.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get back to you two in just a second. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals squaring off against the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Charles. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
From the gun, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Charles. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
The score, Lions 17, Eagles 16.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anthony Miller, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's third down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Number 84. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They go play action with Haskins. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after here coming up. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And this is incomplete. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And that one going to come up short. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So out comes the field goal team once more.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. And his pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Open man is Galladay, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Haskins to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
The previous play is under review.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
For 84. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Again, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Darrell Taylor, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup, it's second and inches.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 12. Just over 1:40 to play. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Darrell Taylor in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick.
By the Lions.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how